So you wanna hit up Billy? Let him know.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
awesome. Let's uh,
Let's
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 get
go
Billy on the
be.
show. Come
All
on,
right.
Billy.
Come on, Billy.
This will look horrible if he doesn't join. Billy,
Oh, he's joined.
bro, Billy,
Hello,
what's
Billy.
hello.
up?
Hello.
How you doing, guys? You all right?
Yeah, good. How are
Yeah,
you?
doing great.
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Not too bad.
Awesome.
Cool.
Um, so you just dropped your new single, Glad
hmm
Rags.
We have indeed, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
How are you guys feeling about the reception to that?
So far, so good. Like, my mum loves it. She bought it off iTunes, although you can get it free on Spotify. She went out the way and bought it, which is boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just getting good hype. I just want to start playing it live again, really.
Yeah, I get
hmm
that.
Definitely.
So yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad your mom bought it. That's that's hilarious.
hmm
So we're gonna ask you a couple questions about the song.
hmm
So I know you touched on it in the interview, but it's not out yet.
Yeah, yeah.
So was the song made in quarantine? Like, how'd you guys go about it?
So similar to how we do things like usually. So Aaron wrote a riff, put it into like GarageBand, I believe it is on the Mac, and then sent it over to myself and Chiro.
hmm
And then luckily, what we managed to do was because I've got my little drum shed, which I'm in now.
Yeah.
So we just got a few little mics, like a Yamaha EAD 10, got that involved. So I recorded basically where I'm sat now. So I'm just in this little shed. That's how I recorded my drums. Hence why they're not as loud and as like clear as they would be if they were
A
done in a
studio drum.
studio
Yeah.
kind of thing. But we did what we could. Chiro then would like sit at home, record bass parts to it, and we just kept sending like files across WhatsApp and everything like that. And then once we got the song done, Aaron managed to like master it the best he could. So we all did it sort of from like our own backs with just what little knowledge we've got. We
hmm
wanted to get something out there just to sort of remind people like, although this is now like sort of a bad time, so to speak, that there's good times coming once all this is blown over. Let's go out, party, have a drink. So we just wanted to keep people's like spirits lifted during all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. Um,
Yes.
yeah, I know it was made in quarantine, but it sounded
Mhm.
really good. It did not
It
sound like
really
an
did.
amateur
oh, thank
project.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. So we've like before we actually recorded it, we played it live once or twice, just like a rough version to see the reception.
hmm
And a lot of people seem to really dig that song. That song got the most people moving. So we just thought, well, obviously didn't expect this to happen, but as soon as it did, we were like, all right, this song seems to be the one people like. Let's get out there, and we just did what we could. Spent about a good. It was about six. Yeah, basically since like about a week after the quarantine started. That's when we started working on it. I'd say.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay. So, have you been working on it since quarantine started till like since you released it?
Well, till about a week before, yeah, it was all sort of done really quick.
Okay.
Like the music video we made using Instagram.
Oh.
So we
hmm
just found this really cool filter. If you've we got the music video on YouTube, if you've seen it, it's literally just an Instagram filter. I just like mock some drums, like film myself, and we all just filmed
hmm
it, sent it all to Aaron, and he just made it on sort of like I don't know video player or something. Just yeah, so everything's been done by the band. Like no one else has been involved really.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah.
it's
Um,
been good.
so I think you've touched on it, but if you wanted to go more in depth, who had like the most hands-on in the process? Was it collaborative or was it mostly Aaron?
Um, it's collaborative in a sense. So, like I say, Aaron always has an idea of what he wants from each sort of member.
hmm
So there's always like a rough idea, but then obviously when you put like a programmed drummer on it, for example, it usually just fits the song. Whereas I don't aim to do that. I aim to make my drums a bit different. So I always play heavier and sort of
Yeah.
take it more down that metal route. So I had like a basis of what kind of tune to follow, but I made it my own style. Same with Chiro and the bass, but there's always Aaron's always like the mastermind. He knows exactly what he wants, and we just sort of obviously like he lets us have our ideas go, but whatever he comes up with is usually pretty damn good. So we're just like, yes, and that works. So it's easy for me
Okay.
and Chiro, really.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. So, do you think this song will be featured on your debut album if you're thinking about an album now?
Or EP?
Oh,
EP.
we're thinking about so much.
Oh,
hmm
An EP would be the starting point, I reckon. But to be fair, we
Okay.
do have
All
a
right.
back catalogue for a full album.
oh shit.
It's just
hmm
getting the time. Well, with it
Wow.
being like quarantine now, getting the time to record. But Glad Rags,
Yeah.
with it being like how we've made it and that, yeah, 100% for me. I'd want it to be like the first track on the album because it's been the first one we've all done like as this formation of the band. Because obviously they had a drummer before me, so for
hmm
me this is like my first. Like when it got released on Friday, I was absolutely buzzing. Like that was my fight. That was my stamp then on the band. So
Yeah.
obviously I've done live gigs
Yeah.
and stuff, but now I'm on like a recorded record. So for me, that's boss. Like I'm buzzing about that. So for me, this song will sit in my heart for a long time because it's like the first one I've ever really got out there for people to hear.
Mhm.
So and I've been doing this for God knows how long, 10, 12 years now trying to get something out there. So for me, yeah, 100% like first song. I'd even call the album Glad Rags if we could.
Yeah, that'd be a cool album. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we'll see what happens when all this dies down.
Yeah, so you'd said you want it to be like the first song on an album. Would you guys re-record it for like an album or something, since it was done in quarantine, to have it sound with the rest of the album in a studio?
Personally, I wouldn't, because I like how we've made it for like the purpose it's been made for, so to keep people entertained during quarantine and to show sort of what you can achieve during like hard times, so to speak. So for me personally, I wouldn't re-record it, but knowing how much of a perfectionist Aaron is, probably would get re-recorded, not gonna lie. But
Okay.
I don't know, we have to sit down and I'll have a chat about that. But
Yeah, once this is
personally, I
all
like
over.
how it is. I think it should just stay as a quarantine kind of mix, so to speak. And like we could even call it that, like the quarantine song, like change like Glad Rags the quarantine song, and it'll remind people of like, oh, remember 2020 when all this happened? Oh yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be quite good.
Yeah, I like that.
Definitely. Cool.
So thank you for coming on. I know it's late for you guys. So
Mhm.
it does mean
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
only midnight. This is nothing for me.
Yeah, when we asked you guys and they were like, we're sending Billy, I'm like, I kind of figured. So thank you.
I'm the young one. That's what it is. I'm 5 years younger than them two, so I've still got the sort of bit of like young lad in me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there you
yeah,
go,
yeah.
that energy. So thank you for coming on. Make sure to check out War Stripes. They're on Spotify. Go listen to their new song. Follow them everywhere. They're very cool. We love them here.
Oh yeah.
We'll
do.
talk
Guys.
soon, Billy. All right.
Yeah, man. Have a good one. Also to the other guys who are coming on, good luck, enjoy it, and thanks again for having us, guys. I really enjoyed it.
All
Yeah.
right. Bye.
Cool. Bye.
See you guys. Take it easy. Bye.
And that was
Yeah.
Billy from
That was
War
Billy.
Stripes,
War
talking about
Stripes.
their
Awesome.
new song, Glad Rags.
Glad Rags.